Hi there, this is Jen, and thanks so much for joining me. I am here today to show you the new release for the 7 Kids craft store. We are having a video hop, so please go ahead and check out the other design team members below. There will also be other design team members that are on Instagram, so lots of ideas for these stamp sets. There will be a giveaway, which I will mention a little bit further along in the video. But to start out, I'm going to be using the Halloween Fairies stamp set for this video today. But I'm so looking forward to using the rest of them throughout the month. The La Katrina is this one. I absolutely love the detail in this stamp. It's kind of like a sugar skull girl. I really love that one. This one is called Treehouse Fairies, and so you've got 2 little fairies and a branch that they could be hanging off of and a mushroom, and then this is Foraging Fairies, where it's got this cool kind of tree stump table with the tablecloth and then several fairies. And then you have Halloween Kids, which coordinates excellent with the ice cream parlor set from the July release. So that has them in sitting positions, and there's some stools in that July release, and so that works perfectly. So here I am looking through my swatch book, and I decided to grab my Creative Expressions Glitter Kiss, which is similar to the Nuvo Moonstone Paste or any of the other brands of pastes with glitter in them. And I will be using the stencil from Echo Park, which I don't believe is available any longer, but I'll go ahead and check. And I am also using this Strathmore mixed media paper, and so I'm going to go ahead and take my Dina Wakley white acrylic spray and splatter that pretty heavily to get that background with those white spots. I'll let that dry and then put my stencil over and tape that on the back. And so real quickly, I just wanted to mention the gift certificate that will be given away during this hop, and it is a $20 gift certificate to the 7 Kids craft store. All of the details will be below, but you have until September 18th to enter, and then the winner will be announced on September 20th on Marla's channel, which will be linked below, so be sure to check that out and go ahead and leave a comment to enter into the giveaway. And now I am taking the Glitter Kiss, and this is in the color Antique Rose. And I am taking the sponge that is included with the product and just dabbing that through the stencil. And I didn't want to cover the entire panel, so I'm just covering several areas. And then I will go ahead and take some white pigment ink and color in the remaining areas. And so I'm just taking this dauber and the white pigment ink, and I'm just going to dab the pigment ink through the stencil. So I'm not really dragging it or rubbing it. I am just doing like an up and down motion just to dab that color on. And the finished product, I think it looks awesome. I love the color of this glitter, and it looks way better in person, but it is super pretty. And then I'm going to take the panel and adhere that to my white card base. And I've colored up the spider images off camera. I don't show any of the coloring today, but I colored one in watercolor, and then I colored one with a alcohol marker. And of course I've used my Scan and Cut to cut these out, because those little legs, my Scan and Cut does a much better job than I would be able to do. I did add the sentiment that says trick or treat, and I took my Versamark ink to stamp that up and use some white embossing powder. And then now I'm just going to figure out my layout. So I've adhered the purple spider down, and then the black spider I'm going to attach to the sentiment piece. I added a few star enamel pieces, and that completes that card. I really love how it turns out. I wish you could see the vibrancy of the glitter. Super pretty. And this would be a great card for a child, because it's not scary, and those spiders are super duper cute. For the next card, I'm going to be using the stamp in the set of the little girl and the pumpkin, and so I pulled out my Catherine Pooler inks in Lime Ricky, Tiki Torch, Pixie Dust, and Party Dress. And I am taking my blending brushes on a piece of hammer mill paper, and you'll notice that the color looks super splotchy and not that great at all, which is not a problem for this card because I will be putting a die cut panel on top of it, so I'm not too concerned about making sure it's blended really well. I just want the color to pop through the die cut pieces, and so that's why I wasn't too worried about that. And so I wanted to kind of make like a cover die, and so I am using 2 of the smallest stars that I have. I don't have that many star dies, but I use 2 of the smaller stars, and then I have like a strip of stars. And so I went ahead and I ran those through my die cut machine and added a whole bunch of some foam tape to the back of that to pop that panel up. And so I'll just go ahead and add my panel to that piece and trim off a little bit of the excess. And then the 2 images that I'm using here, the little girl and the pumpkin and the spider, these were both colored with alcohol markers, and I will go ahead and attach those to my card. For the little spider, I added a little bit of silver thread, or it's metallic silver thread, I believe. It's really hard to see right here, but maybe in the still shots you can get a better idea of what that looks like. And then I am taking a Nuvo glitter pen in clear and adding that to all of the stars through that panel, as well as the spider. And then I took a sentiment sticker from a Doodlebug, an old Doodlebug sticker sheet, and added that for the sentiment. And then I will take some liquid glue and add my entire panel to my base. And that will finish off my cards for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did like this video or find it informative, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And I hope you will join me back a few more times this month to check out the rest of the projects that I create with these awesome stamps. Again, don't forget to leave a comment if you would like to be entered into the drawing for the gift certificate. As well, go ahead and check out the links for all of the design team members and inspiration using these different stamp sets in the new release. As always, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to spend with me, and I'll catch you next time.